Hi students, this is Partho sir. Today I will discuss inheritance in object-oriented programming with Java. Okay, so first we will start with the definition. What is inheritance? Inheritance is basically extending classes. Okay, now first I will go with the definition. The mechanism of deriving a new class from an old one is called inheritance. So inheritance is basically deriving a new class from a old class. The old class is known as the base class or super class or the parent class, and the new one is called the subclass or derived class or child class. Okay, so the old class is known as base class, super class or parent class, and the new class is known as subclass, derived class or child class. Now, why we need inheritance? Inheritance allows subclass to inherit all the variables and methods of their parent classes. Okay, inheritance allows subclasses to inherit all the variables and methods of their parent class. That means suppose some parent class have some methods and variables that can be inherited to a new class. Now inheritance may take various forms. Okay, first one is single inheritance. Okay, first one is single inheritance. Single inheritance means there is one parent class and only one child class. You can see from this picture that is only a one parent class, only one subclass or child class. So all these properties will be inherited from all the properties of A can be inherited to the new class or child class B. So this type of inheritance is known as single inheritance. That means only one parent class and only one child class. Okay. Next one is multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance means several super classes, means more than one super class. You can see from this picture here A is a parent class, B is also a parent class, but C is the child class. So more than one parent class can be inherited to C. So this type of inheritance is known as multiple inheritance. Next is hierarchical inheritance. Hierarchical inheritance means one superclass but many subclasses. That in hierarchical inheritance there are only one superclass but more than one subclasses. You can see from this picture here A is the parent class but there are more than one subclass or child class. Here B, C, D, all these are the child class and A is the parent class. So all the properties of A are inherited to B, C and D. Okay, next is multi-level inheritance. In multi-level inheritance, what is multi-level? Derived from a derived class. Means you are deriving a class from a derived class. You can see easily understand from this picture. Here the properties of A can be inherited to B. Now this is a derived class. Now again B is again derived into C. Okay, that means the properties of A has been derived to B. Now B is again deriving to C. So you can easily say derived from a derived class. Clear? Now what is the format of deriving a class? This is the syntax or format of deriving a class. First is class keyword, then the subclass name, Then the keyword extends. This is very much important. Extends actually inherits. Okay, extends the superclass, and inside the class variable declaration and method declaration. This is the class keyword, then the subclass name, then extends keyword, then the superclass, and inside the class definition, variable declaration, then method declaration. That means for this we can say class for the single inheritance. For the single inheritance we can write class B extends C. Extends A. Here A has been extended to B. So class B extends A. And inside this the method declaration and the variable declaration. Okay, clear? Now we are going to a example, that is application of single inheritance. Here we have designed a classroom. Inside this, these are the variables length and breadth, and here this is the constructor. Here we have defined the constructor, and this is a method, area method. This is the definition. Now we are going to create another class, bedroom. This is a room class, and this is bedroom. Now since the bedroom will extend a room, that is why we are writing class bedroom extends room. Class bedroom extends room. That is, this syntax means inheriting the room class, and inside this another variable height. Now this is the constructor of bedroom class. This is the constructor of bedroom class. This is the bedroom class, and this is the constructor. Okay. Now here we have written super x comma y. That this super keyword actually passes the value x and y to this constructor. This is known as subclass constructor. Okay. And here the height will be assigned to the value of z will be assigned to height. Now this is the method for inside the child class, that is volume. This is another method. Now this is the main class method, main method, inherit text. Okay, public static void main. Here we have created a object of bedroom class whose name is room1. Okay, we have passed the value height, width and breadth. Okay, now we have created a variable area1 is equal to room1 dot area. Now area is actually a method of room class, but since we are inheriting the room class into bedroom class, we can easily call the method of the parent class. Now here we are calculating the volume, so we are calling the method of volume. Volume is a method of bedroom class, but area is a method of room class. But since we have already inherited room into bedroom class, so we can easily call it. And finally we are printing the value of area and volume. These are the values of area and volume. So have you understood how we can create a class, parent class, then how we can inherit into a child class, and how we can execute it? Okay, thank you students. Please go through the video, and please like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.